What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with another Operation Trebuchet news update. This week, guys, I have a shorter video for you. Not a lot to show off, but we do have some pretty cool concept art. Before we get into that, however, let's talk weapons. We have the M6 series pistol that Vespade has been working on. Now, we've shown this off previously, and I don't know the big differences. Like I said, I'm really bad with this little detail stuff, so I couldn't tell you what the differences are between this one and the previous ones, especially given that it's been a few weeks since we last showed this off at the very least. With that being said, obviously I'm waiting for the M60. I still like the M60 and stuff, so the SOCOM looks really sexy. Very exciting gun. We also see a kind of a combination model here with the M60 laser sight as well as the SOCOM setup too, which is just it's a Frankenstein gun, that's what it is. That's the only thing I could say about it. However, let's get into vehicles. The vehicle concept art is where it's at this week. So this stuff is all courtesy of Flurry. Braz shared this with me, but Flurry is the concept artist, and Braz had asked me kindly the last couple weeks, and I just kept forgetting to credit Flurry with the work on this. It is all fantastic. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So we've got a lot of different variants of the Bison 2 that I talked about, but I wasn't able to actually say what the variants were. I just said that they existed. So here is the ones that have been shared with me so far, and there might be more. There's at least one other variant that's been considered, but they don't know if it's going to be viable at all. So I'm not going to talk about that one yet, just because there's no concept art or anything that was shared with me about it. So we have the AA Bison here, which we've got two variants of it. Now, the first variant is obviously very much based off the Sun Devil design from Halo Ground Command, which is, of course, an anti-air variant of the Scorpion, which has already been created for Optre by Vlad, but it's not been put into the game or anything yet, so I don't know what's actually going on with the Sun Devil proper, but this one's definitely inspired by it, so a pretty nice design. Now, personally, this one is a little bit more lore accurate because it is based off the Sun Devil, but I think my favorite is this other one here. This one is a dual Warthog chain gun type of deal for a anti-air. It's dual Gatling guns or whatever you want to call it. Not quite as accurate to the lore as the Sun Devil, but the thing's neat. I love it. It's a unique looking vehicle. It's using like Halo lore based weapons in a unique way, and I love that. Plus, I think this thing would be absolutely disgusting as an anti-infantry weapon. I'm sure the Sun Devil would be too, but I know that one probably doesn't have quite as much depression as it looks like this variant might potentially have. Either way, I like them both, but definitely for me, this one's a little bit better. Then, speaking of anti-infantry, we have a 40mm variant, so this is the anti-infantry variant of the Bison 2. So you can see basically standard Bison body frame and everything, just like the previous versions. You still have the tow missile system integrated in. The only differences on this one is you have a different turret, you have a different weapon mount on the turret and all that stuff, so different cannon, different barrel, whatever you want to call it. And obviously the rounds that are fired are different. Then that brings us to AntiArmor. As far as AntiArmor goes, we have a Gauss weapon, so this is going to be pretty nasty, I would imagine. The Warthog Gauss cannon's pretty disgusting. I would imagine it's just going to fire the same round. Once again, same thing, same turret. The tow missiles are on this variant, so this thing would be extra good against armored opponents and stuff. Probably pretty terrible against infantry, I would imagine, but obviously that's not its role. There's not much to say about this thing. It definitely looks like it's based off the Gauss Warthog and the Cobra a little bit. It's a fantastic idea. Personally, I would rather see the Cobra just because it's an actual lore vehicle from Halo Wars that fills the same exact role that this thing would. With that being said, obviously that's a whole bunch more modeling and stuff and a different config, so it'd be a lot easier just to implement this turret in, and if they're already working on it, I have no issue with that getting added in. It's just an extra vehicle in the sandbox to play with. On the other hand, there is another weapon that is good against infantry and vehicles, and that is the Spartan Laser, and I have two variants to finish us off here for the Spartan Laser. So we've got one with this kind of zigzaggy pattern. Both of them have this big block on the side here. Once again, the tow missile system and all that stuff is still in place. Turret's the same, nothing really different there. A very interesting concept for a vehicle here. I mean, what's there to say? It's a Spartan Laser on an armored vehicle. It's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. I think for me personally, I kind of like the second design a little bit more. There's elements I like of both designs. I think the zigzags are probably the thing I like the least personally. Maybe if it was like a different crisscrossing pattern or something, it could be a little bit better. But I do like the second design generally a little bit more, I think. It's got kind of those bigger, I guess that's like a camera system or something on the right side, or our right side, its left side, of the Spartan Laser barrel. The little sensor system or whatever it is, I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's all there is for this week, guys. So I do apologize if it was a little bit quieter here. It's pretty late. It's like 3:30 a.m. So try and get this out to you guys last minute. Let me know what your thoughts are on all these Bison variants. Braz and Flurry are looking for feedback on these. They want to know what your thoughts are. Is there anything you guys would want to change? Is there any particular vehicles that you'd want to see from the ones I showed off? Let me know in the comments below, guys. And of course, most importantly, take it easy.